Good morning, local Utah author Sean O'Leary. Hopefully you all had a chance to view the interview on the author show. And what I wanted to talk about today is what was it like to be on that show and maybe you going on that show. So to get on the show, what you do is you fill out an application, you give them a link to your book, and they'll look at the book, they'll read about it a little bit. I doubt they actually read the whole book, but they'll read what's online, and they make a decision as to whether or not they think that your book would fit into their what it is that their show is about. If you get selected, you'll get a call back or an email letting you know that they would like to do an interview with you. There's no charge for the interview, and then you fill out a little bit of paperwork, answer some questions is what it comes down to. Is they ask you some questions, and you give them some background. This isn't the interview, this is just trying to get to know you a little bit. And then before the interview, they're going to send you a list of the questions that they're going to ask you. And so you can go ahead and prepare for it. I did. I was very mindful during the week before the interview about what the questions were and what answers I wanted to give and how I wanted to give them. And then we had a miscommunication about what book we were going to talk about. I thought we were talking about Dan Tesson, and so I had spent the week thinking about Dan Tesson and thinking about what answers I would give to the questions that they were going to ask. And then moments before the interview started, it became clear that they wanted to talk about Princess and Scruffy. So all that preparation was for nothing. I basically had to go into the interview pretty much cold because I hadn't thought about it, and I was struggling to get my mind out of thinking about one book and into thinking about another in order to make reasonable answers to the questions. But Don McCauley is the person that does the interview. Don is a professional. He's fairly easy to work with. Really sets you at ease when you're doing the interview. It's not the kind of interview like this, where you can really tell when they cut. Right? If I were to really screw up and instead of starting over, I would cut it, you would see a blip where the cut was. With radio, they asked the question, you answered the question, and then they would stop and talk a bit, and then you'd ask another question, and then they put them all together. So there really wasn't a lot of pressure. You didn't feel like you were, under a bare bowl being thrown one question after another. It was a very pleasant experience. I enjoyed it. It did not cause me a great deal of stress, which I very much appreciated. And really what they're looking to help you get the word out there about your book. Well, why are they doing that? Well, that's what they do, and they get people will put commercials on there and whatnot. The sponsors of the program, right? You will get a letter afterwards telling you that you can do just the interview. And I think the interview stays on their website for 30 days or something like that. And then there's these other packages that you can purchase that are, I don't know, a couple $100 a piece. They step up and they sponsor them, or they do something else that will help you get noticed better. And if you feel that doing that and spending that money is going to bring you more attention and be useful to you, then certainly go ahead and do it. But they won't pressure you to do it if you don't want to. Anyway, I thought it was a great experience. Any author who is looking to do an interview should definitely apply to them and see if you can't get an interview, just if nothing else for the experience, but definitely to get your name out there. And it's one of those things that we do while we wait. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you the next time.